Formula One arrives in the United States for the third round of the 2020 Formula One season. With the main news was that Williams had announcing that they were so confident with their pace in the early part of pre-season that they decided that any upgrades that they had been planning to the car would be delayed based on current performance. This way they'd be able to work out, of course, with the FIA announcing that a new round of Pirelli tyres would be coming in for the British Grand Prix at round 5, which would allow all the teams to get used to it, give Williams time to adjust their car accordingly and get a jump on their rivals. Meanwhile, Ferrari and Jaguar have mentioned they've got a lot of work to do in terms of their car, with Ferrari looking very off pace and Jaguar even worse, being the slowest of all of the cars, saying that they need to focus on all areas of the department, although they are looking to see if they can get some headway, and they say that priority for them really is making sure their Formula E car is up to speed. Ferrari, though, are disappointed with their car and how it's turned out this season. We're looking at the grid for today's United States Grand Prix, and Peter Harmson took pole by 3 seconds, breaking the Williams stride. Alonso is alongside, though. Lewis Hamilton, a surprise P3, making good use of his tyres. Pierre Gasly shows that Renault have actually got a good car after all. Charles Leclerc starts P5, and Sergio Perez down a bit further than he usually is in P6, or will probably pass some point in the race. Antonio Giovinazzi, good job from him, P7. Max Verstappen has his best qualifying yet. He's in P8. Carlos Sainz, another good qualifying for him. Sebastian Vettel, though, drops to 10th after starting 3rd last time out. Outside the top 10, Kimi Räikkönen starts 11th. Another good job from the Finn. Daniel Ricciardo is disappointed to start 12th, considering the fact how far his teammate was. Nico Hülkenberg is only 13th Red Bull. Valtteri Bottas is desperately disappointed and is on edge after only 14th. Stoffel Van Dorn is 15th. Norris ran into trouble in qualifying and only starts 16th on the grid. Fuoco starts 17th, some way off his teammate, unlike previous rounds. Giotto is 18th, making an all-Italian 9th row. And at the back, it's the two Jaguars struggling once again. De Vries getting the better head of De Vries. It's time for the race, today's United States Grand Prix. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video of Final Fantasy F1 2020. Today we're doing episode number 3 for the United States Grand Prix from the Circuit of the Americas at Austin. As you see, it's a clear day here, so that's nice to see. First of all, apologies for the delay in this video. I did have a bit of a sore throat earlier in the week, but I know that is not really much of an excuse. I have been a little bit busy this time of year, preparation up for Christmas, but hopefully I can get more of these done out the way, and we can progress through this series, because there are quite a few storylines that are coming up.
Okay, remember to protect the inside on the run down to turn 1. Make yourself as wide as possible, robust but fair.
Thank you, Jeff. Today's stop is a 2-stop strategy. As of course was last time out in Mexico. Nice to see 2 stops on a 50% race. And I'm sure many of the outside the top 10 are trying to do the 1-stop strategy. See if they can get points, so that will be the thing, because of course in this series points stopped at 6th place. And if you missed, of course, any of the previous episodes, then I recommend you go and check them out. I think the playlist link is in the description somewhere. If it isn't, please let me know and I will update it. It's 5 red lights. Go, go, go. There's a little bit of hold along there. Can we get ahead of Fernando Alonso down the front line? That Audi power course is like a rocket ship strapped to a tortoise. You'll see why. But Alonso gets the power down. You can see there the rocket ship powers up. He gets up into 6th gear. I mean, I think that's just insane powerful, that Audi car. You see here that the other Audi of Sergio Perez is having a stonking start, lines up past Lewis Hamilton, moves up into P3 instantly. 3 wide there between Gasly, Leclerc and Hamilton as we follow the Torsa Sashi that is Williams, of course, because they do have the world's worst Sashi. Well, no, I'm pretty sure Jaguar have got the worst Sashi, and probably Aston Martin as well, but compared to like a midfield team like Alpha, probably maybe got the same Sashi as Williams. So yes, Gasly of course moving up into 4th place now ahead of Lewis Hamilton. So bad luck there for Hamilton. He looked like he's going to be dropping all the way out the points again. As Perez of course uses his rocket ship to power pass. Okay, Hamilton's got problems, so that's bad news for him. And Perez fires past. However, remember this is a tortoise through a corner, and subsequently look at the speed we're closing on him through the fake Istanbul turn 8 corner, and that is a lot of speed we carry through that corner. Perez doesn't really put up much to a fight. You're not going on the... I'm pretty sure it wasn't that rare around we had the stopper. I can't quite remember which corner it was, as Lewis Hamilton starts to back people up. This is on board with his teammate Valtteri Bottas, who's of course going to be under fire because he's having a very poor season. But he is going past the Porsche powered McLaren, and you can see there now that Hamilton is getting swamped. Bad news for Hamilton. Vettel goes through, locks up, Ricciardo goes through, and so does Raikkonen. So Hamilton already at the points at this point. So no points from Mercedes today, again, by the looks of it. As we catch up to lap 4, Gasly powers past. We're going to swap back to the inside and force the Frenchman out. A little bit too aggressive maybe, but Giovinazzi, Verstappen are also making moves now thanks to Hamilton's demise. It's nice to see Verstappen in the points on a genuine basis as opposed to making his pit stop. So yes, he's ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. So Ricciardo is pushing out Verstappen all the way. Ricciardo only started 10th, although Verstappen is going to be passed now by Ricciardo, and that is deeply worrying signs for Ferrari that Renault are going past, considering the fact Renault haven't scored any points this season. They had a great season towards the end of last season, but now it's really failed to them. And moving to that next lap, that Max Verstappen is out of the Grand Prix. Such a shame because he's having such a good race. I know he scored points last time out in Mexico, but that was purely because of his strategy. And now lap 7 now, Vettel is right on the back of Leclerc, his former teammate. And then Kimi Raikkonen is waiting there, lurking in the wings, with Lando Norris running out the top 9. We're into our PV now. We're trying to block Giovinazzi and Gasly, who are going to go 3 wide with us. We're going to take the middle line, of course, as we do with our 3 line, and we're going to take there. But is Giovinazzi going to get the move done on Gasly? He is. Yes, that's a very nice move by the Italian, who hasn't really done well. He's doing better this race, I must admit, but he's got past the runner now. But unfortunately, it doesn't last. Next lap, Gasly does exactly the same that Giovinazzi did the last lap, and of course goes down the inside. So those two start swapping, and it sorts of goes 2 by 2 by 2. The teammates as the teammates leave continue on. Gasly is coming with, so I believe it is either Perez or Alonso is making their pit stop. Probably Perez by the gap. That was. Onto a set of mediums, 2.9 seconds off. Gasly onto a set of softs. They're doing the standard strategy. It'd be nice to see in like F1 2020, like some of the AI vary their strategy like I have today. But almost stop left, of course, which will go onto the soft tyres. Gasly comes off, he cuts off Hamilton. I'm not sure if he's fallen that far down or he's made his pit stop. He's there with Hulkenberg, I think. He's having another woeful race. Hulkenberg, of course, another person who's under threat, a lot under pressure to perform. And you can see there that Gasly wasted no time using the extra grip. I believe that Hamilton and Hulkenberg are fighting for last place. So I'm pretty sure Hamilton's been in the pits. They must have been in the pits because they're behind us now. They're way behind. You see, they're having a big battle there. But yes, Gasly tries to go down, and we do what Giovinazzi did to him, only for a carbon copy of our teammate's overtake on him only a few laps before. We're into lap 9 now, and we're caught up to the Jaguar of Nick de Vries, as we're going to power past the Jaguar car not very well. We haven't got DRS, he has, which is why it takes all the way to the end of the straight, but we do go down the inside with our superior Sashi. And there goes also Giovinazzi coming out the pits. Interesting, no sign of Ricciardo yet coming into the pits. Speaking of Ricciardo, here he is. He's leading the Grand Prix, so that's nice to see for Ricciardo and Renault. Vettel is there in the background in P2, so both of those two are going on. Raikkonen is third, Norris fourth, Bottas, and then Alonso is the first of the person making it to the pits. Only a lap later, Daniel Ricciardo comes out of the pits. He's made his first pit stop. He's behind Giovinazzi, but however, he's going to the end of the Grand Prix because he is pitted onto hard tyres. And the person we are all chasing now, of course, is Stoffel Van Dorn, the man who's now moved up to 6th place. Sebastian Vettel, of course, has picked up the lead. And also we're watching Antonio Fuoco, who's in 7th place, who's trying to go along, although it's not really working out for him. A whole bunch of cars are in the pits now, including Fuoco, and we can't move on to 6th place, although we are going to make easy work of Van Dorn. Although we do go wide, and is Van Dorn going to have a go back at us? Yes, he is. And that Van Dorn retakes the P5 away from us. Can we see if we can get down the inside? No, he cuts us off. We're going to have to follow him through this sort of winding S section and wait for the DRS straight, which we then blast past. The Aston Martin engine is although it's the greatest asset, is no match for the Mazda power of Maserati. And of course their arrow is going to be letting them down there. Moving to Daniel Ricciardo, who's fallen behind Charles Leclerc here. So this is not great. It's not great for Renault are not having that. You can see there that Leclerc now has managed to find his form. He's going to have a look down the inside of Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi, though, is going to keep it to the outside. And the Renaults are now fallen way behind on this second stint. So bad luck there for Renault, who are looking to get their first points of the season. Well, we'll see if they still can. Here is Leclerc now, who's running it. And we've run away from this lot. We're in the back of the future, so we're going to let Giovinazzi and Leclerc battle. Of course, Giovinazzi wants that Ferrari seat alongside Leclerc. Should either Verstappen or Leclerc decide to leave Ferrari. You can see here there some of the Williams cars are starting to come in. I believe that's Alonso who's come in. I think Perez is still leading. In actual fact, Alonso's there quite a long time. It is Alonso, and the team aren't ready for him. It's Daniel Ricciardo-esque 2014 style. 2014? 2016, excuse me, at Monaco. And Perez, of course, is stopped. A lap later, onto set of mediums, is Swift. Although they're behind Ricciardo, I'm sure they'll get past Ricciardo with ease. He comes out ahead of Alonso. So Alonso will be fuming that he hasn't been able to continue this streak and take a third straight win in a row, especially if Williams can't deliver the goods. We come in and make our final stop on lap 20, having taken the lead. We take out the speed limit sign just for good measure. Sebastian Vettel will retake the lead of this Grand Prix. He's going to the end of the Grand Prix on his medium tyres. Ricciardo is there as well in between, and that's Norris coming out. You see, this is the problem. We've done the overcut and we made it work, because we're coming out ahead of Charles Leclerc and Giovinazzi, where we were. Gasly is absolutely nowhere in this race. He's just there at the end of the back of the shot there into turn 1 now. So Gasly has had a huge loss. So yes, here it is. Sebastian Vettel could be a surprise winner. We got Ricciardo defending rapidly from Alonso on those worn out hards, although You can see on the map, Alonso did get past Ricciardo, probably with DRS and that sheer power. He passed on now to Valtteri Bottas. Lap 21, down the inside in our favourite stop, and that is up into P6, no points for Bottas. But he has had a better Grand Prix than Hamilton. And then, yes, it's nice. That's our new favourite spot there for overtaking everybody. Lap 23 now. We're going very fast now, 135s on our soft tyres. Brought up to Lando Norris, who's once again in the points. A nice under pressure teammate, Carlos Sainz, who's not reigning world champion, 2016 world champion. Yes, Vettel still leads now. He's only got 5 laps left. Can he hold on against the 2 Williams? They're bearing down like him in walks. Those medium tyres will be going off. You can see here also Leclerc is gone on to hard, so I'm not sure what's going on with Ferrari there, where their tyre wear is dropping off or something. You can see there Bottas has got a problem. He's pulling over to the inside, and that surely is Valtteri Bottas out of the Grand Prix. Heartbreak. I mean, I know he was going to be outside the points, but it would have been a top 10 finish for Bottas, so that's unfortunate for him. You can see here Sergio Perez won 5 Grand Prix last year. This is most likely going to be the first if he can keep ahead of Alonso. And Vettel is unfortunately now down to 3rd. We catch up now to lap 26, drawn onto the back of Daniel Ricciardo. And this is going to be a harder overtake for us to make, considering the fact Renault, they've had a resurgent weekend this weekend. The first 2 weekends were disappointing for them, but this is going to be a better weekend. They will be disappointed that they dropped off, with especially Gasly, but Ricciardo has done a good job on his mediums, and he will probably pick up 2 points, although Giovinazzi has dropped Leclerc in the background there. And it's sort of that was actually the end of the race. Couldn't catch Vettel, P4, and our podium streak is over. So yeah, Sergio Perez wins from 6th place on the grid, his first victory this season. Alonso still, however, picks up 6 points for 2nd place, only 6/10 down the road. Vettel 3rd, he'll definitely take that in an underperforming Red Bull car, and we finished 4th. Disappointed, although I did tell you about that little curse. Ricciardo gets Renault's first point of the season, and Lando Norris once again stores in 6th. Giovinazzi is unfortunate outside the points, along with Leclerc. Van Dorn is once again in 11th place. Lewis Hamilton, only 12th. Did the 1 stop, but it really did not work out for him. Carlos Sainz, once again under pressure now, 13th on the grid. Bottas and Verstappen failing to finish. Yes, and Faloco actually finished behind Magnussen. Jaguar doing 2 stops, not sure what's going on with them when their tyre wear's going off. In terms of the drivers, Fernando Alonso has his lead cut to just 10 points now to Sergio Perez. We are still 15 points behind, a long way behind the 2 Williams in 3rd. Leclerc drops to 4th after failing to score. Vettel moves up to 5th after his podium, and Lando Norris consolidates 6th place. With Ricciardo now making Renault's first point. In terms of the constructors, Williams are light years out in front, ahead of Ferrari and ourselves, H&M. And then there's a sort of a midfield between Red Bull, McLaren, Alfa Romeo and Renault, with Mercedes, Aston Martin, Brabham and Jaguar yet to score. So that's going to be it for today's video of Final Fantasy F1. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you need to see more episodes of Final Fantasy F1. Hopefully next week, where we'll be taking part in the Canadian Grand Prix from Montreal. But until the next video, it's time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day and goodbye.